Good morning, y'all. Welcome back. I'm going to be starting the second signature in my Angels journal. And I just have papers and images tucked in here, things clipped in. This is how I do my design work to get an idea of how this journal is going to flow. So I'm going to work on the first page in this signature, and there's a pocket that I've already created on this page. And I want to make a journal card for that pocket, so I'm going to do some collaging. Again, I'll be using some coffee-dyed cardstock and images from tailor-made journals. And I'm going to start by cutting this square. And then doing some collaging on this card. This is Distress Oxide in Vintage Photo. Just going to age the card a little bit. And I know that I'll need to cut this card a little bit shorter, but I need to wait for it to dry. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it in this pocket, even though it's a little too tall for the journal. But it needs to dry, otherwise I'll tear the paper trying to cut it shorter. Again, I'll be adding other embellishments and things throughout the journal once I get the pages stitched into the actual journal cover. I'm going to start working on the next page, and I have an image from Vintage Bonbon. That angel comes from her shop on Etsy, and I have an envelope and some background pages from tailor-made journals. These are from her Victorian Gothic kit and her Gilded Leather Grunge kit on Etsy. I'm going to put the angel on the front of the envelope, but it doesn't fit just quite right. I'm still trying to make a decision what else I want to do. I decide that I need a card to go inside of the envelope, so I'm going to use this botanical card. Some scrap I had left. And then cover it with this page from Gilded Leather Grunge kit. So I cut that out, and I'm going to ink around it with some Vintage Photo. And then trim the angel card down to fit better on the front of the envelope. And I'm going to age this one with Black Soot Distress Oxide. I also use Black Soot around the edges of the envelope. Time to glue it into place. The first card I made was dry, so I went ahead and shortened that card and decided to do a little more inking, and now it fits into the journal better. And I'm going to use this envelope to make a flip up. So I'm going to put glue on the flap of the envelope and glue it onto the center of the page. And now I have a flip up and a journaling card. Okay, and this is what it looks like up against the coffee dyed paper page. And I still need to stitch around it. But I'm going to move on to this next page. I already created a pocket on this page with dictionary pages. That's driving me crazy. I'm just going to tear it off. Okay, here's the little pocket. And there is not a pocket back here. That is completely glued down. So I'm going to make a card with this. I love this image of this angel. She's absolutely gorgeous. And I have some very thick pressed paper here. And I'm just going to cut her out and glue her onto this speckled pressed paper. So she is in the kit called Eternal Guardians from Tailor Made Journals. And that blue and gold background paper that's complete awesomeness is also from Tailor Made Journals. That is from her Gilded Leather Grunge kit. And I don't know if you can hear the church bells in the background. There's a church right around the corner from my house. And I get to hear the bells play every day, several times a day. I cut her out and I'm going to glue her down and then trim around her. And use some black soot around the edges of the card. And then take forever to decide where in the pocket I want to place her. She's just so pretty. I love this page. Okay, on the next page, I have a double pocket. I have a card that I previously made. I'm just going to go ahead and ink around that card. It's going to go into this little brown paper sack. And I have a little punched out cherub and a little botanical card. So I'm just trying to decide what I'm going to do. I decided to glue the cherub to the front of that little sack for now. Maybe add something else later. Back this botanical card onto some cardstock. And I ended up gluing it on the wrong side, which I flip over in a minute and realize that I did that. It happens. It's not what I wanted. So I will find another background paper and glue that to the back as well. And then I ink everything with Vintage Photo. And then this little card will get tucked into that second pocket. And I'll go ahead and move on to the next page. But I will continue this in another video. Maybe might be able to post that this evening. Not sure. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for watching.